Hello everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome back to Dandelion, which is brought to you. Now, no time has passed at all for you. Things have remained normally scheduled, but for me, it has been forever since I recorded. I was on vacation for a week, so I had to pre-record some Dandelion. So it's good to be back, but we got pretty far into Ji-yoon's route in the past 2 episodes, actually. Yeah, like I've been saying, I think Ji-yoon's route is just, as far as story concerned, shorter. Like, technically the same amount of time because they still leave in May, but like, I think Ji-yoon has a lot less story in his, which is weird. But like in the last episode, we were already like opening up to him and like getting deep into pasts and the relationship with Ji-hae and all that stuff. It's already the end of November. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many episodes this route is gonna be. Hee-jung wonders how Ji-yoon can play blackjack so well. That's right. I keep forgetting that Ji-yoon has like powers, and I think whatever those powers are how he can play blackjack so well. But Ji-yoon's points are maxed, so it's just a waiting game right now, which there's a lot of those in this route. I do a lot of grinding before you get to story segments. Oh, yay! Look, there's a lot of grinding involved in this route. Okay, I'm home. I saw Jisoo's and Ji-yoon's shoes at the front door. Odd combo. Hey, I don't need dinner tonight. Huh? Are you going somewhere? I'm meeting Jian outside. You can tell he's going somewhere because he's in his going out clothes. Jian? Yeah, he's going to introduce me to someone he knows or something. Anyway, I'm going out to eat some free food. One of the people he scammed, one of the ladies he scammed for some steak, probably. A girl whom Jian introduces. I could think of his playing with fire. Call me if you're going to be late. Hey, one thing before I go. Don't get me wrong. I don't have any ulterior motives. Isn't meeting a stranger to eat free food an ulterior motive? Touché. That's not what I meant. Anyway, don't get it the wrong way. Jisoo, I have to get it the wrong way because I've been through Jian's route. I know what he's like. Don't get what wrong? I wasn't going to go, but I heard we're eating pork belly. Protein is important for cats, you know? Alright. Eat a lot. You're on a rabbit route. You never give us meat anymore. Sorry. Not that I think about it. Oh, now that I think about it, we haven't had meat at home for a while. See? That's what happens. You adjust everyone's diet to the boy you're interested in. The dinner menu is always... Come to think of it, I only cooked dishes with a lot of apples. Hee-jung. Just like you're cooking a bunch of dishes with oranges. Or only vegetables, not enough meat. It's because Ji-yoon likes apples. Ji-yoon recently began to eat vegetables well too, and that I made sure to prepare the things he likes. Some sentences, I can't, okay. I was gonna say some sentences are worded weird, but I also apparently can't talk. Is that why the cats are going out so often? Yeah, you're not feeding them the diet they need, so. Ji-yoon, I'm home. You watching the bunny channel because you're a bunny? Ji-yoon was staring blankly at the TV in the living room. I didn't mind anymore whether Ji-yoon answers me or not. That's not how you spell Ji-yoon. Ji-hae is probably busy with work. I think Ji-yoon said this morning that he's going to the bookstore, but I don't know when he'll be coming back. It's the 2 of us for dinner tonight. Good talk. What do you want to eat? Yeah, I love that food. Then should I make vegetable salad tonight? Apples. How did I know you were going to say that? Huh? Apples. You want to eat apples again? Ji-yoon nodded. That shouldn't be a surprise, Hee-jung. Ji-yoon only shows interest in apples. Alright, but no more than 2. Yeah, remember what Ji-hae said. You move 3 times more than usual if you have too many apples. But I made a promise with Ji-hae. Okay, that still is just not what a crunch sounds like. It's just not. 2 apples were gone in a moment. It's just amazing to look at how fast he can eat with that small mouth of his. Let's stop eating for today. I promised that I would only give you 2. Don't get aggressive. I know Ji-hae said you'd get aggressive. Ji-yoon looked at me Jiyoon looked at me straight into the eyes. His eyes are like a jewel, so beautiful. Oh, we're gonna give in to his eyes. Jiyoon tried to say something, but closed his mouth. Huh? Why? Do you want more? Jiyoon blinked his eyes once. Really? He blinked his eyes once more. We have great communication. I feel like I'm talking to an animal that can't speak. Wait. If he eats too much sugar, he could become aggressive. That's right, I remembered that. Aggressive, huh? And I also remember that Heejung wanted to see that, so this is gonna go great. Honestly, I'm a little curious. Jihye comes home at 11 these days, and everyone else is out. I'm gonna make Jiyoon aggressive. If I feed him some apples and put him to bed straight away, no one will find out. Heejung! This sounds so bad. Jihye and Jiyoon... Oh, Jihye said Jiyoon becomes aggressive. But how aggressive can he be? He just destroys the whole place. I feel a bit bad for breaking the promise with Jihye, but maybe I should give him a bit more. I'm really curious as to how Jiyoon would change. Okay then, just for today. His eyes twinkled. I'm not sure, but he seems happy. Here, have as many as you want. This probably isn't gonna be good. The best record was 4 anyway. Oh, he's gonna eat way more than 4. You told him to have as many as he wants. Her face! 7. I couldn't believe his little stomach is able to hold so many apples. Jiyoon seemed like his normal self. Well, you know, 7's better than what I was expecting. I was expecting to be like, oh my god, he ate 23 apples. Are you feeling alright? He's so adorable, though. Is he full? You should stop. Huh? Jiyoon just bumped his forehead on the table. How does this happen from eating apples? Is your forehead alright? It's supposed to be an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Not the opposite. Though I guess the saying never said anything about 7 apples a day. That was such a loud bang. Jiyoon slowly lifted his head up. I'm seeing stars. His dazed eyes, red forehead. It's like he's drunk off apples. Apples. Huh? Give me more apples. No, you're somehow drunk on apples. No, no more. Jiyoon's acting weird. And his forehead is bright red and a bit swollen. I should quickly put him to bed. Shall we go to bed, Jiyoon? Give me more apples. Oh no, he's getting aggressive. He never asked for something so directly. I'll give you more after you get some sleep, okay? No, this is in order. Oh man. It's happening. The aggression is happening. Oh no, look at his face. He's unhappy. An order? This is in order. Jiyoon, what are you doing? His eyes are slightly strange. Oh my god, hey. Are you drunk? How are you drunk off apples? Did we inject alcohol into them? Like, is this a thing in rabbit world? In the kingdom of grass? That apples are essentially alcohol? I'm not. I can eat more. He's acting like a drunkard. Drunk? Now that I look closely, Jiyoon's cheeks are slightly reddish. His eyes look so hazy. He really looks as if he's drunk. Is apple like an alcohol to rabbits? That's what I just asked. I can eat more. Oh god! There's an exclamation point at the end of his sentence that never happens. Did Jiyoon just shout? Jiyoon shouted. You asked for it. You wanted to see him aggressive. Jiyoon reached for the basket full of apples. No! I snatched the basket away and quickly hid it from his sight. If you keep behaving like this, I'm going to tell Eddie. Eddie. Oops, I called him Eddie. Jiyoon opened his eyes widely. Eddie. Then he hung his head. I couldn't make Eddie happy. Oh, now comes the... Are you the sad drunk now? What? As long as I'm here, Eddie can't be happy. What is that supposed to mean? Eddie can't be happy because of Ji-yoon? He said a similar thing last time. That he ruined Ji-hae's happiness. Did Ji-yoon do something wrong to Ji-hae? I don't know what. I didn't know that Eddie could fall apart. Fall apart? Did you do something wrong to Ji-hae? No, Eddie? I saw it, but I didn't tell him. See? What did you see? Something related to the girl? I saw it, but because of my selfishness. Eddie has to meet a good person. He has to meet a good person. What did you see? Ji-yoon was drunk with alcohol, no apples. What? I couldn't understand a thing he was saying. He's not drunk with alcohol. What? The sun is... Am I just stupid? Ji-yoon was drunk with alcohol, no apples. But it's the opposite. He's drunk with apples, no alcohol. Ji-yoon looked at me. I can't see your future. There's a... Okay. There we go. We got his power now. He can see the future. Kind of makes sense. Kind of had an inkling. He saw the future of all those cards. So I'm guessing, from based on what he said, he saw that the girl that Ji-yoon loved, not Ji-yoon, Ji-hae loved, would die, and he didn't say anything. I'm guessing that's what happened. My future? Incomprehensible words began to spill out of Ji-yoon's mouth. I feel something cold from you. A deep sorrow. Yet you can smile. It amazes me. What? Ji-yoon's comment pained my heart. I'm always smiling on the outside, but I actually feel very anxious. Girl, if that ain't a mood. The animals will leave me someday. I don't want to admit it, but someday I'll become alone again. Someday. You say someday a lot. My future is unclear. What kind of life do I have to live? And if I work hard, will Mom acknowledge me again? I'm anxious, scared, but I'm just pretending to be strong. Well, that is... It's not because I'm an amazing person, but it's because I don't want to show others who I really am. I heard the door open. Oh no. Please don't be Ji-hae. Who is it? Oh no. Oh no! Ji-hae, I'm sorry. I made him aggressive with apples when you told me not to. Oh, this is the worst thing that could happen. What is... Eddie? Oh my gosh, Ji-hae is back. He made me promise not to give too many apples to Ji-yoon. Eddie. Ji-yoon stood up and ran over to hug Eddie, or Ji-hae. Sorry, Ji-hae, Ji-yoon ate a little too many apples. Ji-hae glanced at me sharply. You fucking bitch. I'm sorry! Oops. How many? I couldn't bear to say the number and instead slowly unfolded my fingers to indicate the number 7. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. Ji-hae looked at me in silence. Don't look at me like that. Is he angry? He must be. I'm sorry. Eddie, I missed you. Looking at Ji-yoon, who had lost his control, Ji-hae looked troubled. What's happened to his forehead? He slammed it under the kitchen table. I felt even worse. If I had known that this would happen, I wouldn't have given him those apples. I mean, Ji-hae did say he'd become aggressive. Granted, I'd never seen someone become drunk off apples. So, can't really expect that. But it's too late to regret it now. Eddie, I'm sorry. Ji-yoon randomly apologized. Yes, you ate 7. Give me a hug, Eddie. Aww. Ji-hae became silent at Ji-yoon's request. Then he picked Ji-yoon up. Aww! Wow. Ji-yoon's small, but he's still a teenage boy. Yet Ji-yoon holds him up so effortlessly. He's a teenage boy. I'm finally getting my answer. Okay, granted, 18 and 19-year-olds are technically also still teenagers, even though they're legal adults. They're still in their teens. I really do not want you to be under the age of 18, or this is gonna get real weird. Like, this is weird. I'm choosing to believe that you are 18 or 19, and that is what she means by teenage. That's what I'm choosing to believe, unless you tell me otherwise.
Eddie.
Ji-yoon played with Ji-hae's hair. Ji-hae's neat hair became a bit messy. Seeing that made me realize once again how close the two were.
I can smell you.
Okay, that was a little creepy there, Ji-yoon. You're acting careless tonight, young master.
Yeah.
Holding Ji-hae's neck, Ji-yoon closed his eyes. My lady. Yeah? I hope this would not happen again. I'm sorry! Sorry. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I'm going to have to make sure that this won't happen again. Then. Carrying Ji-yoon in his arms, Ji-hae walked out of the kitchen. I could hear Ji-yoon continuously murmur, I'm sorry, to Ji-hae. Why does Ji-yoon think that he needs to keep a distance from Ji-hae when he obviously likes him so much? I became even more curious. Aww. That was sweet between them at the end. Hooray! Oh wait, it's Christmas, yep. I thought that was Christmas. Okay. All the boys... No, that's a lie. All the boys don't get a Christmas event. I don't think Ji-yeon had one because he was being a jerk. Okay, today's Christmas. Until last year, I spent it with the art club members, but this year I want to spend it with someone special. Someone special. Aww. He's just so adorable. Ji-yoon blankly looked around at the streets. The streets were filled with people dressed in Santa Claus, fancy decorations, and couples holding hands. Christmas carols could be heard everywhere. I don't think dressed in Santa Claus is the correct statement, like the correct phrasing, but you know. Ji-yoon seemed so distracted that I was afraid I would lose him. Ji-yoon, make sure not to lose me.
Okay.
Ji-yoon looked at me and nodded once.
Christmas.
Uh-huh, yeah, today's Christmas.
It's the day when couples show off their love.
What? I didn't expect this line from Ji-yoon of all people. Surprised, I stopped in my tracks and looked at Ji-yoon.
That's what the TV said.
Oh, so he heard it from TV.
It seems true.
Ji-yoon looked around him. Is he talking about the couples on the streets? Yes, we usually spend Christmas with lovers in this world.
Lovers?
Ji-yoon looked at me.
Are you and I lovers?
I don't know, how old are you? Ji-yoon asked in a voice as if he was asking, what did you have for breakfast today? What am I supposed to say? This is an unexpected question.
Since you and I are spending Christmas together, are we lovers?
Oh, you can spend it with someone else too, like your family or friends.
Then you and I are friends? Family?
Ji-yoon and I don't think we're exactly friends. And we're not related either. We don't have to be related to be family. How am I supposed to define our relationship? Well...
Why did you want to spend Christmas with me?
Why? That's because I felt that you're the closest person to me, so that's why. It's interesting that the closest person to her, though, barely speaks to her.
The closest?
Yes, you're special to me, so I wanted to come out with you on a day like this and have a great time. Oh, when his eyes get so big like that, he is adorable. Ji-yoon looked at my face.
I see.
Yes, does that make you uncomfortable? Ji-yoon shook his head.
I'm happy. To be with you on a day like this means that I'm chosen by you.
You win the game! Congratulations! Ji-yoon smiled slightly. It felt great to hear those words. I'm glad that I decided to come out with him.
I have something for you.
Is it the same card everyone gives me? For me? Ji-yoon took something out of his pocket. Yeah, it is! This is a card? It's a card with Merry Christmas written on it. It's a Christmas card! This is for me? I took the card from Ji-yoon.
They told me that you were supposed to give this on Christmas.
They?
The cats and the rabbits. They said you're supposed to write a card for a special person.
Oh. Special person? Me? Aw. And Ji-yoon picked out the card himself, too? This is so nice of him. I didn't expect this at all. Thank you, Ji-yoon. I really appreciate it. I was really touched by his thoughtfulness.
When you're happy, it makes me happy.
Ji-yoon smiled warmly. The card from Ji-yoon. The Christmas card that Ji-yoon gave me because he thought him special. I'm going to treasure it forever. Oh, wow. Story immediately. I didn't have to grind forever that time. After the apple incident, the number of apples Ji-yoon could eat in a day decreased to 1. I can't talk. 1 per day. Ji-yoon blinked his eyes in dissatisfaction, but Ji-hae ignored his silent protest. Really savor that 1 apple a day, Ji-yoon. Please keep that in mind, my lady. I'm sorry. Okay. A few days after that incident, and as soon as I stepped into the kitchen after coming home from school, I spotted something shocking. Ah! Apples were rolling around everywhere in the kitchen. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that's what she was going to say. When we were all gone, he's like, I'm taking matters into my own hands and I'm going to eat all the apples. And a pair of red eyes was gleaming under the table. Get out from under the table. Ji-yoon! Ji-yoon was hiding under the kitchen table with an apple in his mouth. You surprised me big time. What are you doing there? I could see the apple box that I had kept in the cabinet under the sink rolling on the floor. Oh my gosh. I could smell apples everywhere. What in the world happened? Ji-yoon stopped eating the apple and looked at me. You're caught red-handed, sir. I can't believe he made such a mess just to eat the apples. What would Ji-hae say if he found out? Ji-yoon never made any trouble before. He's an apple addict. Ji-yoon. You promised to eat 1 apple a day.
Not enough.
If you break the promise, I have no choice but to hide the apples. Do you want that? And Ji-hae will be worried about you. I said in a stern voice, but Ji-yoon looked at me with no expressions. His cheeks were red. How many did he eat? You better not be drunk again, sir. Do you like apples? I think the answer there is obvious. Ji-yoon nodded. He looks so cute when he nods like this. But Ji-hae will be worried if you eat too much. And what if he hurts his head again? You don't want to worry Ji-hae, right?
No.
Then you shouldn't eat apples secretly, right? Although if he eats like this, it's not exactly a secret. Ji-yoon?
Don't.
Huh?
Don't give me orders.
Oh god, he's aggressive again! Help! Help! He's aggressive! I was startled by his sharp voice. Was he drunk from the apples again? I wasn't trying to give him orders. It's not an order, but a...
Be quiet. Quiet!
Oh god! Ji-yoon curled up his body. What's wrong with him? Ji-yoon?
I don't want to hear it!
Ji-yoon shouted. His eyes closed and his body curled up. His body began to shake. What, do you not want to hear that, you are gonna worry Ji-hae? I've never seen Ji-yoon react so strongly before. Is it because of what I said? Is he feeling unwell? Ji-yoon, are you okay? Are you sick or something?
I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone.
Ji-yoon looked up.
Leave me alone.
Ji-yoon's eyes were filled with tears. Oh god! I think you're drunk on apples again, and it's making your emotions go out of whack. Startled by Ji-yoon's sudden reaction, I didn't know what to do. Is he feeling unwell? Or did something bad happen? Ji-yoon. I don't know exactly why he's so close to tears, but I can't just leave him alone like this.
Leave me alone. I feel like I'm suffocating.
Suffocating? Ah, Hee-jung can relate. Yep, I see. Why are your grades so low? All the expensive tutor lessons aren't paying off. Other students did it this way, but you've done it so differently. I don't want to hear it. The man ruined you that way. Mommy will save you. Trust me, I'll help you succeed. Do as I say. Can't you understand what I'm saying? Do you not understand? How many times do I have to tell you? Mom, please let me go. You're suffocating me. I remember the past me doing everything as I was told, whether it be from Mom or the teacher. No one was interested in my opinion. From a certain point, I'd forgotten how to express myself. I'd never expressed what I wanted in my life. I didn't even know myself what I wanted. When Ji-yoon said he was suffocating, I was reminded of my past self. Ji-yoon had a history that he didn't tell me. Perhaps it was like mine. I was saddened by the thought. I approached Ji-yoon, who was shivering. There was a reason Ji-yoon was saying this. There was a reason Ji-yoon said he wanted to be an animal who couldn't think or hear. I didn't know yet.
Leave me alone.
But Ji-yoon probably had a sad history too. Just like all these boys. Ji-yoon, it's okay. I carefully stroked Ji-yoon's back. Fortunately, Ji-yoon didn't resist. It's alright. Everything is fine.
Eddie?
Ji-yoon suddenly hugged me. Aww. It's okay, little weird rabbit boy.
Eddie.
I'm not Eddie. Mistaking me for Ji-hae, Ji-yoon called me Eddie. He thinks I'm Eddie. He must have had a lot of apples. He's real drunk on apples. Ji-yoon.
Eddie, people are mean to me again.
People? So Ji-yoon wasn't shouting at me. Then who are these people that he's talking about? It's okay, Ji-yoon. Even though I'm not his Eddie, if I could cheer him up even a little bit, then it was okay.
Eddie, don't go.
Oh, that's so sad. Ji-yoon was grabbing onto my sleeve. I patted his head until he fell asleep. Oh, his points went up. I have a feeling that Ji-hae and Ji-yoon aren't going to have as happy an ending as they did in Ji-hae's route. Not that we really saw it, that we could infer that they were still, like, in the same world, and Ji-yoon was going to remember Ji-hae, and so Ji-hae could still probably look after him. Hee-jung thinks Ji-yoon should only eat a moderate amount of apples. Yes, definitely, because he gets drunk off them. But that was quite the episode. We found out what it means when Ji-yoon gets aggressive when he eats too many apples. He gets drunk, somehow. Apples are somehow alcohol to rabbits, I guess. a lot of angst, though, with his relationship with Ji-hae in this episode. Ouch. My heart. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!